The community guidelines section is very simple settings group. However, it has some very important features to your community. There are 3 sections. There's your guidelines, your registration terms and rules, and your privacy policy. The first one are your community guidelines. And as you can see, there's a setting, do you want to show it in the footer? Which, if enabled, it shows, let me toggle over to the front end here, and it's right here where it says community rules. If you enable that, that link will always show in the footer of every page of your community. And you have 2 options here. You can either link to an external guidelines page, let's say you had a page on your website that already had this information in it, or you can type your rules in the box here. The registration terms and rules are shown when a member is joining your community for the first time, and they must agree to them if you have them here entered in the settings area. This is a good place to put any very specific terms and conditions, any legal policies you might need to put in there before a user registers. Finally, the privacy policy section, and this section is very flexible because we call it privacy policy, but you can also might rename this to terms of service or legal notices, because this box is designed to be flexible. You can put any notices that are required by your local government or your corporate legal department, or even just anything you want to put in here to sort of make sure it is put out there as a disclaimer or a notice to people browsing your community. If you put a title in here, we call it privacy policy. Again, that will show here on the front end and the footer of every page. We ship it with some very basic information here, although we do highly recommend that you edit this information to whatever your local legal requirements are, or whatever kind of information you think is necessary to display to your users, your visitors, to make sure that you're protected under your local laws and any requirements that you may see fit to put here. So this setting group is very simple. It's basically just three large text boxes, but these 3 text boxes are very important to safeguard you and your community, and also make it, in general, a more pleasant place to visit.